Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How's everyone doing? This is the Hammered Airsoft Smith, bringing you a little update video on two items, the two that you see here. The WE Desert Warrior and the Matrix M3 Torch. This is my hobby room, so this is like the workbench, so there's like miscellaneous stuff. Just hanging out. A magazine I'm trying to refurbish. It's missing like two parts, otherwise it'll be working again. Dummy bullet I made, whatever else. Round count card right here, which by the way, this one is still at 568. I haven't really been firing any of my guns lately, except for the AEG Type 56, I believe. It's the AK style with the paratrooper underfolding stock. I fired that a few times within the last couple of days, and I've been firing the Colt Python spring powered by UHC. But I mean, I'm low on propane, so I'm trying to make it last. Just haven't had the opportunity to buy any more, although it's very cheap. Anyways, so last I touched on this pistol in the M3 torch was I could not remove the M3 torch. It was stuck. And before I get into that, I'm gonna clear the weapon, safe check it. I don't care if it's airsoft. I'd rather get a good habit than a bad habit. So there you go. So what's new on this M3 torch from Matrix? That's what's new. What did I do? What genius idea did I come up with to be able to remove it? Well, the other day before work, I was pretty irritated at the fact that I couldn't remove it because it was supposed to be quick detach. I find it strange that two companies that pair up every now and then, that collaborate every now and then, such as Matrix and WE, that the Matrix Lite did not mate well with the WE Desert Warrior rail system. I find that pretty ironic. You would think they would be able to cooperate just as well as the two companies do. But no. But anyways, yeah, so before work, I was like, how the hell am I supposed to remove this thing? And I was just taking a look, and I was like, oh wait, if you look down in there, I know it's kind of hard to see, but there is that, so much glare from this damn lens. It's gonna be hard to see, but yeah, there we go. You can kind of see that. That, notch in there, that canal, that opening. There you go, you can see it. Okay, so I was like, oh, well, I got a flathead screwdriver. It's like over a decade old, which just put that down in there. And if you see, it's awkward to do, but you can see that the tab is moving. Oh, let's do that again. See the tab is moving? Well, as you can also see that the slide, the slide apron itself is in the way of the screwdriver, so I had to actually field strip it, remove the slide, okay, went back in for here, in awkward land, the screwdriver all the way down to where the tabs are all the way down, and then I started, really awkward to freaking do. Wow. Alright. Pushing on the back of the light up while this was still in there. And as you see there, that's exactly what happened. I'm glad that actually happened, because that's exactly how it went down. So, yeah, and I was like, oh, the rail system's gonna look atrocious. It's gonna look beat to hell, because how much I would try and like just tear this thing off, and it just wasn't moving. Like, I even try getting all like scientific and stuff, like, hey, maybe after a good workout session, well, let's testosterone and try and rip it off. No, it got me nowhere. And really, after I removed it, this is all that happened to it. Nothing serious. If anything, it just looks like normal wear and tear was just sped up. And it doesn't look bad. I mean, this is a utilitarian airsoft weapon. So, or utilitarian airsoft gun replica. So, I mean, it looking worn like that is not bad. I don't care. And you can see some of the tan all in here in these grooves. So what did I do next? Once I got this thing removed, I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Said I was going to remove this tab, and I was going to file it down. Now, what do we know about every time you use a file to take away material? You don't do a lot at once. You always test fit. I only had to test fit it twice, and then I got it to where it wasn't super loose, but it wasn't anywhere near as tight. So I would just test fit, and then eventually I got it to where I like it, to where it would actually lock into place, like you see. A little note is, although there's a lot of room back here for the rail to go all the way back, it can go all the way back, but it's not locking. As you can see, there's light going through. It's not locking. And another strange thing I learned about this light, it's not as high impact as I was led to believe. After about 200 rounds tops, after having the light on and firing about like 200 rounds or something, a good shooting session, eventually this started flipping off on its own from the recoil. Because believe it or not, these WE 1911s, they have a lot of kick. They have a lot of recoil. They don't feel weak at all when they fire. So this eventually got knocked loose, and not locked, not knocked loose, but it would just start turning off on its own. So now I'm left to, instead of holding my gun like that, I'm left to holding it like that, which isn't too bad. I mean, really, it's just a different angle that I'm having my thumb, so it's not that big of a deal. So there's that. I mean, it works. I can't complain. It was $20-something, and it does everything really it's supposed to. Well, now it does. As far as the Kimber now, I tell you, WE is definitely stepped up their game. Like I said before, when I reviewed the gun and when I did a testing evaluation report on the gun, they stepped up their game with this paint job on this particular 1911. Definitely did a good job of replicating the Cerakote look, because it's wearing very, very well. All the places that it's wearing is just like typical. So I'm pretty happy with it. And there's that little update. Everything is just grand as far as the Desert Warrior and the Torch go. Yeah, definitely happy with what's going on now with this. Alright, everybody, thanks a lot for watching, and take care.